No, type here. Say until you have Hindu auntie. Hindu. You have. You are mute. Mute. Send.
Hello?
Hello.
Put your headset. No. Now you can, yeah. Now you can. Keep distance.
Hello? I can
Hello.
hear. Okay, good. Now I can hear.
No. I want like let me sit next to her bed. So I've already done 2 books. She just won't let me.
ఇందు గారు మీ వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు, మ్యూట్ లో ఉన్నారు.
That is the reason. Okay. I was talking and talking. No one was answering. So, okay. I was asking, what did we learn last week?
What is database?
Okay. What's a database?
It's where you store information.
Okay. What else did we learn?
We learned about types of databases like flat file, Excel, Facebook, maybe Instagram, another one we learned
Word document.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good. Well done. Well done. Okay. What else did we learn? Kritika, unmute yourself and tell.
We learned what is like what is data, and like we learned like what like about it, like the concepts of it, and it's a set of information like a chart and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Last year. What else did we learn?
Hindu auntie.
Yeah.
Hindu auntie.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. Okay, last year. What else
We
did we
learned
learn?
the different kind of databases
Yeah.
and what
And?
it is.
Yeah. And what else? What else do you remember?
How to group data, how to put it in Excel, and how to put it in so it makes sense.
Yeah.
We learned table, columns, and rows.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Yeah, Mandipa.
We learned what a row is.
What a row is. Okay. What is a row? What's a row?
A column.
Row is horizontal. Rows are
Row is yes. Rows are horizontal and columns are
vertical.
Vertical.
Yes. Okay.
And
now,
we learned cell.
Yeah.
Cell.
Cell.
A
Yeah.
single.
Cell means a field. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to share the PowerPoint for today, and we'll start today's lessons. Can you all see?
No.
No.
Not yet.
No.
No.
Okay, can you
No.
see now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see now.
Yes.
Okay, now, so we did a recap of from last week. What is a database? Database examples, and why do we need databases? Yeah, we didn't cover this one. Why do we need databases? Can anyone tell?
To help like organize and
Protect
store
information.
information.
To
Yes,
help store data.
Protect information from outside and like store it somewhere.
very good. Yeah, anything else?
Store information of like old things.
Yeah, okay. You have done covered the basic ones. Okay, let's now go to what the agenda is for this week. Installing SQL Server Express, which you have all done. Has anyone not done installing SQL Server?
I think I have downloaded it. I don't really know. Let me ask my daddy.
Okay.
I think
What about installing SSMS?
Summer, did we install
It's still installing for me.
Yeah, my one's downloaded.
Your one is downloaded. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's
What about Management Studio? Who
just
is still down?
Management Studio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Click here.
Okay.
Okay.
Click this
We
icon.
have both.
Management Studio, who is still downloading?
we don't need now.
I'm still downloading the SSMS
My
setup.
My one is downloaded, but it's not opening perfectly. That's why it's taking a lot of time.
Wait, I'll just be back 1 second.
Okay.
The page.
Okay. So let it download because we have to cover a bit more before we start using it. So let it download and let it be installed. Okay. Today we are going to learn what is
And she said next
SQL.
week we can work on it.
Okay.
Because we're wasting time.
Okay. Today we are going to learn what is SQL,
Mute.
what is SSMS, SQL data types, create database syntax, and create table syntax. And also if we have some more time, we will do insert syntax. Okay. Okay. So let's get installing SQL Server Express finished, and install SSMS is what we are doing. Okay. Any guesses as to what is SQL? Anyone can tell?
Is it a language?
Yeah, it's a language. Very good.
It's computer
Who said that?
language.
Who said that? Who answered?
Is it
Because I can't see who's
stand
answered.
for?
Mandipa. Is it?
Does it stand for
Okay.
structured query language?
Yes, SQL is structure. Is your mom telling you? Okay, what is SQL? SQL is a structured query language. Okay, that's the full form of SQL. It is, even though it is spelled as SQL, it is pronounced as SQL, as in SEQL.
SQL, yeah.
Okay, it's pronounced as SQL. Even though it's said as SQL, it is pronounced as SQL. Okay, and it's a programming language that is used with different databases. And what are the different types of databases? These are different softwares. Okay.
Yeah.
There's one software called MySQL. There's another called Oracle. There's another one called SQL Server, which we are going to use. And there is something called Azure SQL Server, which is on the cloud, Azure Data Warehouse, etc. You have a lot of others as well, but I just put a few here. So all these are different softwares that you can create. which we can create different databases. Okay? Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes. Not that much.
Not that much, but when you start using it, then you will know what it is. Okay?
Okay.
What is SSMS? Can anyone guess?
Well, just the ones I did.
Everything. Hold on.
What is SSMS?
Okay, get me what all you did first.
I asked you to download something just now, right? What is it called?
SSM.
SSMS is SS stands for SQL Server.
Oh,
SQL
yeah.
Server.
Yeah.
M is Management Studio. Okay. SQL Server is Server Management Studio is called SSMS in short. When you start using it, you can either call it Management Studio or SSMS. Okay. Now this is a integrated environment for managing any SQL infrastructure. You don't understand this that much now, but when you start using it, then you will know what it looks like. Okay.
Yes.
Why do we use SSMS? So SSMS is the tool that we use to access, configure, manage, or do anything with the SQL Server that you already installed. Because when you install SQL Server, you can't see anything. If you want to see something or create something, you need to use SSMS and configure whatever you want to do on the SQL Server that you downloaded. You have to use SSMS. Okay. So did everyone install SSMS?
Yes.
SSMS will
Management
block
Studio.
it. SSMS is blocking me from doing it.
Blocking you?
Yeah.
What do you mean blocking you?
Like when I open it in the file, it doesn't open the page.
So you are not able to download, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the link you just sent me?
Yeah, just sent in the chat or on the WhatsApp group.
It could be
Yeah.
because if you're using a
I
school
didn't get mine
account
from
linked
my
to it, it won't
WhatsApp
work.
group.
Oh yeah, I'm using a school one.
Yeah, school one. Don't use school one. Ask your mom's account or anything. Don't use any account. Just if you click on the link that I sent, it
No,
will
for
just
Chrome,
download the
if you're
XML.
logged into school Chrome ID, it won't work because some schools block it.
Onto the link, it will work.
Okay. In Google.
In the auntie,
Yes.
I didn't find it on the WhatsApp chat.
WhatsApp chat you didn't find?
No.
I sent it. But anyway, you don't need it because you already have it. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
I can't open
already
chat.
have it.
Kritika cannot. Okay. Kritika, I'll have to suggest you something else, okay? For you to learn.
Okay.
Because you have Chromebook, okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Try to if you can try and get a desktop or a laptop, then it will be with Windows, it should be good.
Yeah. We are doing it on the laptop. It's I'm on here in the Chrome because we're using a laptop, but in the laptop it's not working.
Even in laptop, it's not working.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, then we'll have a session after this class
You press
to see what is wrong. Okay.
last time and it blocked the
Okay.
whole thing.
Auntie.
Okay. Yeah.
Auntie.
Hmm.
So we need to go on SSMS, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Management Studio, but not now. I just want to teach some basic concepts and then we can go. Okay. Okay. So now we will first learn what a data type is. Can any guesses as to what a data type is?
A data type is like maybe
Maybe maybe like types of databases and you like find out what they all mean?
Find out what they all mean.
Like,
Wants us
Is
to
it
find another
integers?
like help to do with like any type of
Is it
database.
integers?
Yeah, integer is one of the data type. Does everyone know what an integer is?
No.
It's already
Yes.
I
Okay,
don't know.
No.
Who don't know? Who doesn't know?
I don't know.
Okay, Aditi.
Me.
Okay, Aditi.
I don't know.
Okay, integer is nothing but a number.
SSMS.
Oh, okay.
Is that
1, 2, 3, 4,
SSMS?
5, 6,
Okay,
7, 8.
okay. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, those are numbers.
Okay.
There are mainly basic two data types. One is integers and the other one is varchar. Varchar is nothing but a string. Anything that has alphabets A, B, C, D, that is called a varchar. Okay, VARCHAR. And anything that has only numbers, it's an integer. Okay, and there are several types of those are two basic types of databases, and there are several other types where you can see here. Boolean is, for example, if you ask a question, is today a sunny weather, what will be the answer? What will be the two possible answers? Was it sunny today? Yes or no? Yes or no is if you have only true or false or yes or no, that data type is called Boolean. And for all these data types, there is a memory allocated to those databases. And for Boolean, only it's called bit, and it will hold only one character space. So it can be a 0 or 1, or a yes or no, or a true or false. It will hold only one character space. Okay. And here you see integer, right? Now everyone knows what an integer is.
Only numbers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any number and only numbers. Okay.
Okay.
Now next one is float. What is float? Can anyone guess what is float? Float is an extension of integer where you have decimals. 11.22.
So we can add zeros basically.
Sorry?
I mean the dots. I mean, so basically we can add the dots.
Yeah, so 11.22 is it will be a float. It's not an integer because it has a decimal place. You can call it as a float. Okay? Did everyone get that?
Yes.
Yes.
Not as much, but I kind of get it.
Yeah, okay. So next one you have is currency. What is currency?
Money.
Money.
Yes. So there is a separate data type for currency. Okay, it's called money. In SQL Server, it is called, the data type is called money. Okay, and string. What is a string? I just now mentioned string.
But why? But what?
Name everything.
Two.
Yeah, string is anything with ABCDs. Anything that is alphabet, that has alphabets. So it can contain both alphabets and numbers. Okay, and there are two kinds of string data types in SQL Server, which is one is fixed string is char. It's called char, and variable string is varchar. Okay, and varchar we can allocate. When you are allocating a varchar, when you are defining a data type, you can allocate some numbers. We'll see later how we can allocate the number of characters. Okay.
Yeah.
And then there is something called binary object, which is which has you can store images in there that are less than 2 GB. 2 GB in size. Okay, just remember that binary object you can store images and also maybe Word documents or PDF.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's see. Using SSMS, we will create this. So a date we'll before we create a database, we will first design the database. Okay. I think I'll open the Excel file that we have done last time.
You muted yourself again. Indo auntie, you
muted yourself, so we can't hear you.
Yeah. I'm not talking as well. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find where I saved the file that we did the other day. Okay. CSV. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm opening that and I'm going to share it with you. With the exercise that we did last time, I'm going to share it with you. Okay, here is the table that we did, right? Okay, so first thing what we need to do when we are trying to work with databases is, what do we do? First we need to create a database, right?
Yeah.
Because we have to store information in that database, right? Yeah. So that means we have to create a database. So what shall we name our database? This is our details of that database. So what should we name?
Name folder.
Sorry?
Name folder. It should call be name folder because it has all the name information and stuff.
Names information. Does it have just names or it has others as well?
Here,
yeah.
Personal details.
Yeah, but what, because database is a high level object. So what details are there in this table so that we can give the appropriate name to the database?
Databases, student information.
Sorry?
Student information.
Yes, very good. Student information.
Oh, yes.
So we can call the database as a students database or maybe school database, right?
Yeah.
Yes, because it has school information, right? School students information, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's call that maybe a school, the database name as, I'm just writing it here. Database name is school, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, now this is the high level structure, okay? Inside the database, we will have different tables, okay? Those are called tables. So table 1, what shall we call table 1?
Name.
We can say student details, right? These are student details, right?
Yeah.
And see here, remember we talked about primary key and foreign key. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Does everyone remember? Okay, we'll do an exercise so that you understand what a foreign key and a primary key is. Okay. Now, I have a what do you call here? We have different schools, right? And there are some duplicates, right? And I'm highlighting the duplicates here. Okay. I'm highlighting the duplicates here.
Yeah.
And also, let's say we have let's say we have teachers also as duplicates. Okay.
Okay.
So I just want you to understand. Okay. So now I want to change the school for some of the for let's say we have changed the school name. Okay. We have rebranded and we have changed the school name for Edendale Primary. It has become, instead of Edendale Primary, it has become what shall we name it as? Give me some name. Kids Tech Primary. Okay. So I'm changing that as Kids Tech Primary. Okay. So if I change that as Kids Tech Primary, I have to change in 3 places, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So in order to, because we are holding that in 3 different records. Okay. Instead of this one, what if we create a separate schools table?
Okay.
So I'm just giving you an example. So I'm just going to create a separate schools table in another sheet. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the schools table, and here we don't need this many. We can just remove the duplicates here. So I'm just going to remove the duplicates. Okay, so duplicates are removed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here there is a school table. So I'm just going to rename this as school table. And I'm going to rename this as student table. Okay, that's because this is all student details, right?
Yeah.
And now what I will do is, what is the primary key? What do you understand by primary key? Do you understand what a primary key is? Maybe not, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me create a primary key is nothing but when you have a column of primary key,
Okay.
that is very unique to every row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a primary key now, because there is no primary key here, which is unique for every row. So what I'll do is I will create a column, insert, and I will say that this is ID. And in the ID column, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill numbers, unique numbers. Okay. 1, 2 to 16. So this is not repeating. So whenever you add a new record, I'm adding a new record. And today Harshu came, right? So Harshu, and he is in year 8. He goes to ANI. Okay. And once we add this row, what happens is this number automatically increases to the next number. So that's how we will set up the table, so that whenever a new row is added, you are going to add this one, but this number automatically increases. That is what is called a primary key. Okay. You are just allocating one number for each row, and that is unique. What do you mean by unique? What do you mean by unique?
All of them are different.
Different, yes. Everything will be different. You can't have 2 numbers in the same column. Okay. So that means that is unique. So did everyone get what a primary key is?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So now we will do that same thing in school. Okay. So school also, what we will do is, what are we going to do?
So you add numbers?
Yeah, you add numbers. So first, to add numbers, we need to insert a column.
Another
right?
column?
Yeah, and then I'm going to call this as, you can call it as ID or school ID. I just want to call it as school ID. And then 1, 2, and then fill the series. Okay, there is one blank. So let's fill the blank with A and I because we have added A and I, right? Okay. So now I want each one of you. Okay, so this is the primary. What is the primary key for school table?
It's a unique identity for each of the rows.
Yeah, so the column is school ID. So this school ID is the primary key for school table, and this ID is the primary key for student table. Okay? Okay, got it? Okay.
Yeah.
So now in order to design the database efficiently, what we need to do is, instead of having the school name here, because we already have a school name here, we are going to just have that ID here as a reference. Okay, so I'm going to indicate this one as school ID. Okay, so what is the school ID for Hingata school, Hingala school? What's the school ID?
1.
1. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to populate it as 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the school ID for Mangawai primary?
2.
2. Yes. So I'm going to do 2. What is the school ID for Waterloo school?
3.
3. Very good.
Order.
Okay. So what is the school ID for Edendale primary?
4.
Okay. 4. What is the school
5.
ID for HVHS?
5.
5. Okay. Okay. So now, what is the school ID for Edendale primary?
It's not on. No, it's not 6.
No, it's not 6.
7.
Think. No, think. The
No, it's
answer
not
is,
on there. It's
no,
not on
the
there.
answer is here. The answer is here. Yes. Well done. Okay. It's 4. Right? Got it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, got it. Does anyone have question?
No.
No.
Everybody understood?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, what is the school ID for LM Christian College?
6.
6. See, 6. Okay,
Oh, okay.
6. And what's the school ID for Edendale Primary?
4.
4.
Well done. Okay. What is the primary school, school ID for Everglade Primary?
7.
7. Very good. Okay, 7. What is the school ID for CPDS?
8.
8. So 8. And what's the school ID for Whangarei High School?
9.
Is it 9? Yes, 9. Okay. 9. And what's the school ID for Takapuna Primary?
10.
10.
10. Okay. And this one, Mandipa. Mandipa, let's put her in something which is Waterloo School. I like Waterloo name, so I'm putting Mandipa. I'm putting you in Waterloo School. Okay.
Okay.
So what's the school ID for Waterloo School?
3.
Well done. Riddhi, Balmoral
11.
Intermediate School.
11.
No, it's not.
12.
12.
Yes, very good. Okay, Riddhi, Pari both go to same school maybe. Let's just check. Okay. Okay, so that is 12.
12.
And Veda goes to Epsom Normal Primary.
What do
So
you
13.
primary is 13. Okay, so 13. And what is the school ID for 9?
No, 11.
11.
So you get it, right?
Yeah.
So now what is this column called? If this column is called primary key, what is this called? Any guesses?
School primary key.
No, no, no. Yeah, in the school table, this is the primary key, but that school ID column is in the student table. So any guesses?
Oh, yeah.
Student ID. Student ID.
No, 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 no.
Would it
That's
be
not.
like the foreign key?
Yes. Who said that? Mandipa.
It was me.
Priyal. That's very good. Yeah. Yeah. Priyal. Okay. So you understood the foreign key concept. So
What's
in
a
this
foreign
table,
key?
no, wait. In this table, I'm trying to explain. In this table, in the student table, you have two ID columns, right?
Yeah.
One is the student ID column. So that is the ID column. This is the primary key for this table. You understood that, right? Because that's unique, right? So this one, because we referenced it from the school table, it is called a foreign key because that is foreign to this table. Okay, because we are referencing it from the school table. This is called a foreign key. Okay.
Yeah. Understood.
Understood?
Yup.
Yeah.
Anyone? Does anyone have any questions? See, that is the primary key. And one more question. If you have understood, one more question. Foreign key, can that have duplicates?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so that means you have understood because you have 4, 4, 4 here and 12 and 12 here, right? So they can, foreign key can have duplicates. What about primary key? Can it have duplicates?
No.
No.
No. Yes, because it's all
It's primary. It's first.
unique. Yeah, it's all unique. Okay, so that is the main difference between primary key and foreign key. Okay, so now primary key and foreign key you understood. So now you have school ID, right? Do you really need this column?
Yes. Because
Yes.
it represents the school. Oh wait, you don't need it
No,
because
because
it's the
we have the
school
school
data.
ID.
Yeah, because you already have ID, you don't need this. So this becomes, there is a term in the technical world which is called, this becomes redundant. Redundant means it's unnecessary. It's not needed. Okay. So you can remove it so that it saves the space because you consider a lot of space here. So you will because there you consider you have lot of when you are designing databases, you have to take care of the performance, how the database performs. So you need to make it really efficient and remove the redundancy when you are designing the databases. So that is the reason we don't need this one here. But for now, in this Excel sheet, I am leaving it. But when we are trying to create the database, we won't use it. Okay, we will remove this one. And here class teacher. So in the school, you can, if you want, you can have a teacher table as well if you want. Otherwise you can have a within the school you can have a list of teachers or something like that. Okay, but we won't go there. You can be creative when you are trying to create the databases. So now what we will do is, let's go back to the create database PowerPoint. Okay, so before we go there, can everyone open your management studio? Try and do that.
Yeah.
Wait, what management studio?
SSMS.
SSMS.
Okay.
Can you show how it looks like on your screen, Auntie?
Sure. I'm going to share it. Let me open it first.
Ma?
Oh.
My one's not opening and it says that it needs a repair, but I just downloaded it.
Okay. Okay, we will have a look at it after the class.
My camera is on.
Where is my management studio? Oh, two. Okay.
Do. This was Spider-Man.
Okay, can you all see? This is how it looks when you just open it.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's an error.
Okay, so yeah, your error we'll sort out after the class. And who else is not able to? Is everyone able to access or?
I'm able.
Mine was already downloaded, but it's telling me again download, so I just put it there.
Can you go start programs and then see management studio?
I'm not able to access.
Mandipas is a bit slow, but opening.
Indo auntie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's open.
It's asking for like if we're supposed to connect.
Yeah. Leave it like that. I'll explain.
Yeah,
you.
that's me. The same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so that's okay.
Also me.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
It's still repairing for me.
That's okay. We'll have a look at the look at it after the class. Lasya, what about you? Kritika? Kritika can't. Okay, so that's okay.
No, my one.
I can't access.
Sorry?
I cannot go on.
Oh, you cannot go on it. Can you go start programs and then try to find management studio?
I'll try.
Yeah.
I can
Start.
access. Is that how you spell access?
Yeah, start. I get muted just
In the start program.
Programs, management studio, SQL server management studio anali. Unda asalu akkada. Recent programs lo vastadi kada, start programs anagane neeku asalu you will see even the start button nokkite you can see if it is installed.
Okay, ఆగు చూస్తున్నా. డౌన్లోడ్ అయితే అవ్వలేదు.
డౌన్లోడ్ అవ్వలేదా?
SQL ఏనా?
SQL కాదు, SSMS management studio. No, okay. Let's look at it after the class then. Okay, Kritika.
Okay.
So you can access, right?
I've downloaded it, but it's not getting access. It's just showing like the. Yeah.
But you are using laptop or Chromebook?
I'm using laptop.
Okay. Let's have a look at Lasya's and Kritika's and who else? Does everyone have access? Priyal, what about you?
It says that it's repaired, but when I opened it again, it says that it still needs a repair, so it's still not working.
Okay, that's okay. Okay. So now, okay, let's have. Okay, so you also don't have. So just look at what. Let's learn first what we need to do, and then we can maybe Priyal, Lasya, and Kritika can work on it a bit later. Okay. So now I'm going to explain how to connect. Okay. So see here, if you see a blank screen, just go into connect. But I think most of you are seeing this screen.
She said we have
Right?
to at the end of the call.
Are you seeing this screen?
Yes.
Are you able to see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here what you do is in the server name, what are you getting in the server name? Are you getting anything or not?
It's fine.
Is it like this?
Yes.
It's like that? Okay, so if it is like that, just go LOCAL, local, HOST, okay? Local host.
Local host. Local host.
Local host.
And then connect.
Connect, and then connect.
Okay. Then connect. Okay, it's loading.
Local host and connect. Lasya, Priyal, and Kritika, just look at my screen, okay? All the others can.
Still loading.
What is the server?
Just check. Check into aunties. Check into aunties.
I can't see your screen.
Engine.
Okay, type.
No, it's not database engine.
Type LOCAL, local host without space.
And what is it?
Indo auntie.
Yeah.
What's the server type?
Server type. Server type is nothing. Is there server type? See here, database engine. That database engine, and local host, and it should be Windows authentication because you have installed, so it will allow you.
But it's still like loading, and it came up with this message. I don't remember what it was just a second ago.
What's the message?
Wait.
It might come now because we tried again.
Okay. Yeah, you should not have a space when you say local host.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you log in, see, this is what you will see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that, what you need to do is we have to write the commands. Okay.
Cannot connect to local host.
It says cannot connect to local host.
Okay, so let's leave it. Did anyone else connect?
No, I'm not able to connect. It's showing me that can't download and there's problem.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother is connected, but he doesn't know what shall he do after that.
Okay, okay. So did he connect to the local host?
Yeah, he connected. He didn't connect it the local.
And then there are databases. And can he see what I see here?
No.
Here. Ayan, are you able to connect?
My mom had to re-download the thing because it closed by itself. So
okay.
Re-download, yeah.
So no one was able to connect, right? Okay, let's see that individually after the class. We will just do a couple more commands so that you know how it works. So everyone look at my screen, okay? And then later on we can see.
But do we have to type that name came? We need to type something local, something.
Yeah, local host. I will share the PowerPoint so that you can do it once your thing gets started, okay?
Oh, I it.
Okay, so now in order for us to write the queries, write the syntax, there is something called new query here. So you just need to click on that. And once you click on the new query, then you can see the cursor to type. Okay. So now we will do two things. Okay. First is I'll first share my PowerPoint. Okay, so here I'm going to explain what create database. So there is a statement called create database, which we use to create a database. So what is our database name? Can anyone remember?
Student ID.
No, database. I said the whole
School IDs.
No, it's not ID.
Student information.
SSMS?
No. SSMS is the tool, okay? We gave some name. Just try and
Localhost.
School.
Our table
Just
name.
the school.
School, yes. School is our database name, and we are going to create two tables. What are the two tables?
Student ID thingy, the IDs.
No, not IDs. It's the student, and the next one is
and teacher.
School.
Oh.
Remember, I have renamed the sheet names to school and student, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll just share that with you.
Yeah, student in school.
I'll just share that with you so that you understand. Hold on. Where is my Excel sheet? Okay. See here, the database name we plan to give is school database. And inside that there is a table 1, which is student. See this one. This sheet is the table, student table. And another table is table 2. What's the name of it?
Teacher.
What is it that I have given here? What's the name here? Can you see the name?
School ID.
School.
It's not ID, it's school.
It's school.
Okay. So this is what we are going to create. First, we are going to create a database. And inside that database, we will have two tables. One is student and one is school. That's the exercise for today. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to share my management studio and then we will write the code. Before we write the code, we will see what the syntax is. Oh my God.
Class 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Okay, so here, what is the syntax? Can anyone tell what a syntax means? Syntax means a rule.
So like a command.
Command, yes, command. So what is the syntax for create database? Because we are going to create a database, right? So what is, we need to know, if we want to create a database, we need to know what the syntax is for the, what the command is for the, for creating a database.
So it's like creating a game, but you need to figure out the command to create a database instead.
Yes. So the command to create the database is, you need to have the keywords. These are called keywords, create and database. It's easy, simple language. So create database and you need to give the database name. So what is our database name? So I'm going to copy this one.
School.
Yes, very good. School is our database. Okay, so let's write that query, that command. So where is my query? Okay, so I have copied that. So what I'm trying to write is, I'm in this, see here, the structure, there is a database. There is something called databases. So here, if you open that, you have all the database structures. There are some system databases which we should never be touching. So we should leave them alone. And database snapshots, if you have taken any. Looks like I didn't take any, so they are there. And these two are my two databases that I have in my local system, in my SQL Server. And now I want to create a new database called, so DB name is the database name. You can't see the screen?
Yes, it's just, I think it hanged or something. It's just frozen.
Do you want to log out and log back in?
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, so the command for creating a database is create database, and DB name is the school name that you want to give. What is the school name that we decided? Sorry, database name that we decided. It's the school, right? So that's all. If you run this command, the school database will be created. That's simple. Okay. Create database and the school will be created. So I'm going to run this. How are we going to run this? Can anybody guess?
You click on it.
So you select this one and see here there is an execute button.
Execute.
So just execute. So what does it say? Command completed successfully. Okay.
Okay.
So we have created the school, but where is the school? Can you see the school here? In the database? Can you see?
No.
No. So because I can't see, I want to just refresh. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's just like Gmail.
Can you see the school now? School database? Yeah. Okay. So now we have created this high level school database. Now if you open that, there are a lot of things here. What are we going to do next? What are we going to create next?
Can we create a database that contains all the other databases to avoid a lot of confusion?
All the other databases means?
So like all these databases on your screen right now, can we make a database that contains all of them?
Okay, so here, see, this is the high level container, and in that container we have
just 1 hour
3
20.
databases. We have 3 databases, only 3. Yeah. These are system databases, and these are and we have to keep them separate. Whatever is related, we keep them in one database. See, Kids Tech related stuff will be in Kids Tech database. AdventureWorks related stuff will be in AdventureWorks database, and school related stuff will be in the school database. Okay. This is the concept of relational databases. Okay, we are doing relational databases. So what is the next step that we are going to do? We have created the database. So I'm going to open, and now tell me, what are we going to do? What did I say that we need to do? 3 steps. One is create database. The other one is
creatable
table. Yes. So if I open this one, we'll see whether there are any tables here. There are system tables, file tables, and external tables, but nothing that is related to our information, right? So that means we need to create a new table, right? Yes. Okay. So now, what is the syntax? Okay, I'll first share my PowerPoint and then let's get back to here. Share. Okay, so create table syntax command is create table and the table name. What's our table name? First table name?
School.
Student, right?
Oh,
We have
okay.
two table names. One is student and the other one is school. Okay. And now look at the structure here. We have to open brackets, and after opening brackets, we have to give all the column names. Okay. What are the column names that we have in our student table? Can anyone remember?
I think it was one of them was the ID thing.
Yes, ID. Next one is
Name.
name. Yes. Next one is year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, year. And also we had a school ID, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, school ID and teacher name.
Teacher name.
And what school you go to?
Yeah, school will be, we will be replacing it with ID, school ID only, because school table will contain the school name. Okay. Okay. So now let's try and so this is the syntax. So what is the syntax here? So if it is ID, you can go you can name it as ID. Column name will be ID, and after that there will be a space, one space. Yeah.
Like I have I connected to, but I don't know what to have to do after that. So like
Yeah,
I'm
we came inside
confused.
also.
Okay, so can you see the new query there at the top in the menu?
Yes.
Yeah, just click on that.
What button?
New query.
How does it look? We do.
It'll take some time
Okay, I'll show you.
to get used to.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'll show you. I'll just explain this one and then I'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, maybe I'll explain it in there. Okay. I'll just copy this one and then I'll explain it in there.
Now they're creating table.
Yeah.
I'm creating it today.
No. Done.
Wait, are we gonna do it?
Okay. Can you see?
Yeah. Where do we
Okay.
need?
See here. New query is here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. So now we have to, you can create database. You can use this command and then create the school. Create database school. Okay. So now I will also copy the, just for you to remember, I'll just copy the field names here. Okay, this is what we have, field names. Okay. So now I want you to tell me what we should do to create the table. What's the table name?
School.
Student, right?
Student, yeah.
Okay, so now what we need to do is open the brackets, and column name 1 will be ID, because that's the ID, right? We had the ID column in the spreadsheet, in the table that we have created. So ID, and what is the data type of the ID?
The data type.
Yeah, what's the data type? Can anyone remember?
Student.
No, data type. Data type.
What is the data?
What are the two basic data types that we learned in the beginning of the class?
The foreign data type and the no, that's the key. That's the key.
The varchar.
No, yeah, varchar. That is one of the data types. But is ID varchar or something else?
Integer.
Well done, Aditi. So that is in SQL, in SQL Server, the language is int. Int is called integer. Okay. So you just put int. And what we need to do is we can define the size, but for integer, there is no need to define the size. And then because we have defined ID as the primary key, we have to make sure that it is not null. Okay, so then what you need to do is just say not null. Okay, so that means what we are trying to instruct here is, what the command that we are trying to do is ID column, create a table with student as the name, and the first column will be ID, which is of the data type integer, and that should not be null. Okay, so what's the second column? And then after that we need to give a comma. Then we have to give a second column name. What's the second column name?
Name.
Name, yes. So just go name. And what's the data type for that? Okay, name is a reserved word. That's why it is
Alphabetical.
yeah, there is alphabet. So what is the data type when it is alphabets? I will just say student name. Varchar, yes, varchar, and here we have to define how many characters are the student names going to be within brackets. How many characters shall we give? Maybe 50. Okay, and it can be, name can be null, right? Or do you want not null? Let's say not null. Okay. Why are we using not null? Can anyone tell?
Auntie, what does null mean?
Null means nothing. So
okay.
it should not be blank. What we are trying to say here, when you say not null, the value should not be blank. Value for any row should not be blank.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So student name, I don't want anyone to leave it blank. It's like compulsory. They have to add the details. Yeah, add the details. Okay. That's why I'm giving not null. Okay. Now next comes, what's the next column?
Year.
Year. So I'm giving year. What is the data type for year?
Integer.
Integer. And after each definition, we have to give a column, comma. Okay. What's the next one?
Yeah.
What's the next
School
one?
ID.
School ID.
Yes. School ID. Now school ID is a bit. That is what's the data type for that?
Integers.
Well done.
Int.
So I'm just going to give comma. Okay, so next one is, we are not going to have school name because
Class
we are going to
teacher.
have school name in the other one. So now it will be
Class teacher.
yeah, class
teachers.
Class teacher. Okay. One more rule is, if you want to have space within the field name like this, then what you need to do is, you need to include that within square brackets. Okay. Class teacher. Let's say class teacher. And what's the data type?
Integer.
Integer or varchar?
Integer.
No, it's not.
Class teacher is not integer because it's a name, right? It has alphabets. So that's why it is varchar with, I'm just giving 50 characters. People don't have, teachers' names won't be above, very rarely it is above 50 characters, right? So
Yeah.
I'm just going to give varchar 50. Is there any other column?
There's
Email.
Email,
Yeah,
yes.
email.
Well done. Okay, so I'm just copying email. And what is the data type for email?
Varchar.
It's varchar.
Well done. Varchar, and I'm just going to give 50. Okay.
And not null.
Okay. Yeah, null or not null, we can define that. That's not okay. So now, after we give the last one, after we give the last column name, we won't be having a comma here, but instead we are going to close the bracket which we opened here. Okay. now what we need to do is we have to run this. How do you run that?
I think you need to run it. There's just like this button at the top.
Okay, if you want to run this one, you have to select, because you already ran this command, right?
Okay.
Because of that, you need to just select the new command, the whole thing. Don't miss any brackets. Don't select everything, including all the brackets, and then click on execute.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I click on execute, command successfully completed. Okay, so can we see the table here? Here underneath the school database, can we see the table here? What table are we expecting here? What table are we expecting here?
What is the name of the
Student. Student.
Student, right?
Student.
Yeah. So are you able to see that under the tables?
No.
So what do we need to do?
No.
What do we need to do? Refresh. Yes. Okay. Now, one more blunder I have made. See here. Can you see here? What is this showing?
Master.
Master. So what I did was, I nicely went and created a table in master. You should not be doing that. Okay. So where is master? Master is the system database. Okay. So if you open the system database, this is the master. So that is where we are. So when I open this one, and inside the tables, my school table will be sitting somewhere. My student table, see here. I am going to delete that. Okay. I'm not supposed to do that. So I'm just going to delete it. Okay. So before you run your command, you need to make sure that you are in the correct database. Okay. So how do you make sure that you are in the correct database?
Change master to something else.
Well done. Change master to
Model.
No, not model. School. Because we are going to create the student table in the school, right?
Yeah.
So school. So you can either do that using this drop down,
When I log into my school account.
or yeah, you can do it in two ways. Okay. You can either go and do that in using the drop down, or there is a command. There is a statement, use statement. Use.
Wait, so that means what we're doing will be saved into the school one?
Yes, what we are doing will be saved into, will be created in school. So I can do this, use school. I want to do the command one. So let me be in the master, and I am going to use school. Only use school will be selected, and then you execute that.
What does execute mean?
Execute here. But that means you are running the command. You are running the command. So you are giving the command to the computer to change from master to school. So for that, you need to execute that. Okay, click on execute. Once you execute, master changes to school. Okay, that's what I've done. Okay. Now ensure that you are in school. Now you run the create table student. Yeah. So execute. Okay, run or execute is the same. Okay. Execute this command or run this command. So how do you run this command? By clicking on execute. Yeah. And then now the command is completed successfully, right?
Yeah.
So now if I open school tables, it's not there, right? So what do I do?
Refresh.
Refresh. So did I see? So if you see here, we have created these columns, right? So let's see, let's open the columns. See, ID, student name, year, school ID, class teacher, email.
Yeah.
Now we have created only the structure. We didn't give any values inside that. Okay. So now what I want you to do is by next week, we will try and resolve all your software issues, connection issues.
Yeah.
And I want you to write a statement for creating school table. So school table, what does the school table consist of? Only 2 columns. What are those? What are those?
ID.
Yes, ID and
School name.
Well done. So, yeah, ID and school name. I'm just going to go to the Excel sheet. Can you see the Excel sheet? No. Why is it showing only this one?
You know ID at the top. Where's that from?
EID.
At the top. Here, first one is just ID.
Eventually, Dalgon.
Okay, so can you see the school table?
Yeah.
So how many columns do you have? You have school ID and school. That's all. School name, or you can name whatever you want to. School ID. It has to have 2 columns. One is the one representing the ID. What data type? Data type it is? School ID. What data type?
Varchar.
Integer.
Yes, it is integer because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that is integer.
But it's also got words.
No, school has words.
Yeah.
Not the.
Oh, ID.
Yeah, not the ID. Okay. Not the ID. So school will be what data type?
Varchar.
Varchar. Okay.
Varchar.
So that's your homework. Now, whoever has no issues can leave, and we will see what the issues are with Lasya, Kritika, and yeah, whoever wants to stay, they can stay. Okay.
Bye, Auntie.
Okay, bye. It has been late. I think 8:35 is.
Bye. Thank you.
Bedtime. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
No, she's sharing her screen. You can't go back. Oh,
Okay.
you want to go out of the screen?
Can you share your screen?
Okay.